In today's Final Touch, the Game of Thrones excitement is building ahead of this Sunday's series finale debut.
It even hit the Tower of London. Tourists visiting the famous London attraction expecting a traditional changing of sentry duty from the British Army's Coldstream Guards as they played the standard of St. George March. Then suddenly the Guards switched to a performance of the Game of Thrones title song, complete with actors putting on a sword display. They marched in time. The final series of Game of Thrones kicks off Sunday night on HBO.
Hurry up, I have 6 seasons to get through before Sunday.
Susan will not be here the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Actually, we will be. We'll see you back here tomorrow. News 3 at 5 starts right now.
Right now at 5, a local nonprofit dedicated to preventing domestic violence was housing a man accused of having an abusive past.
An unopened absentee ballot has been counted in the race for McFarland Village president. We'll tell you the updated result.
From the Channel3000.com alert, this is News 3 Now at 5.
And thanks for staying with News 3 Now. After the spring-like temperatures the last 2 days, it's an entirely different world out there right now.
Let's get a look at your first. Dana Fulton is on the weather patio. Is the snow still falling on the patio?
For us, we just have a few flurries right now in Madison, so you can still feel the snowflakes, but you can't really see it as much as we've been watching the snow come through in the last few hours. Heavy snowfall for us this afternoon, kicking off right after 12 in Madison. A little earlier in the day for the southwest corner of the state. Here's a look at our Doppler radar for the last 3 hours. That thick band of snow now moving north, so areas north of the Dells already seeing several inches of accumulation. In Madison, we're close to about an inch in the grass, but on the patio and on the roads, not really picking up anything as the ground, of course, with that asphalt just a little warmer. Southwest corner of the state getting a brief dry spell before more rain and snow and sleet moves in overnight. If you're northeast of Madison, you're likely seeing some heavier snow at this time. It's a little breezy outside. Our breeze coming from the northeast at about 18 miles per hour in Madison, 17 miles per hour in Mineral Point and in Janesville. Also a little bit of some fog for us. Visibility concerns stretching through much of Dane County, also to areas north and to the southeast. It is 32 degrees in Madison, right at the freezing point. Even earlier this afternoon, our temps were in the mid to upper 30s. Enough to keep this snow pretty wet and pretty heavy. Our temperatures are going to hover in the mid to low 30s for us overnight. We won't drop too much from where we're at, but we are expecting more precipitation to come through. We're going to continue to watch rain and snow slide through southern Wisconsin. Because of this, we do have alert days in the forecast still for tonight and for your Thursday. We'll take a closer look at what's ahead through the weekend with this storm in just a few minutes.
Dana, thank you. And the wintry weather is affecting roads all across Wisconsin.
Currently near Mauston, I-90 westbound is shut down due to a reported semi-truck crash and a secondary crash. Our Amy Reed is near the scene of the crash with the latest on road conditions. Amy?
Yeah, we were stuck on 90-94 for about a half hour, 40 minutes. There's quite a block just coming down off of this. There's a kind of a truck in the way now, but up this off ramp, there is a long line of traffic trying to make it down off of 90-94 because, like you said, it's blocked off from exit 69 on over here. I'll move out of the way so Lance can see. There's a fire truck that's blocking the on-ramp there, so you can't move farther west on 90-94, and that's due to a couple crashes. There is the semi crash and then the other crash where the State Patrol said that it's because someone was going too fast for the conditions. So yeah, even though it is April, even though it doesn't look like it's sticking too much to the roads, they urge you to slow down, give a lot of space, and give yourself a lot of time to get where you need to go. We'll continue to update you on this crash as it develops. I just spoke with Patrol, and they're hoping to get this interstate open soon, but they want to make sure that everything is safe before then. Back to you.
Amy Reed reporting live. Amy, thank you. Iowa County officials are also reminding drivers to slow down. Deputies responded to 5 weather-related crashes in 1 hour there, but they have not reported yet how severe the crashes were. In Sauk County tonight, News 3 Now is learning that a man facing charges for domestic violence had been living at a local abuse prevention and support group home in Baraboo.
The man is the son of the organization's executive director. Keely Arthur shares why he was there. Keely?
Well, Hope House officials told us off camera that the man accused, Zachary Allen, is no longer living at the property. However, according to police records, Allen was still at the address months after being charged with domestic violence. In December of 2018, the 32-year-old was charged with domestic abuse and disorderly conduct following an alleged fight with his girlfriend in downtown Baraboo. Police confirm Zachary Allen is the son of Ellen Allen, who leads the Hope House. A spokesperson for Hope House told us Zachary Allen is no longer living at the property. However, police records show he lived there months after being charged. We are not showing that location to protect the privacy of Hope House clients. On March 3rd, police responded to Hope House's address to do a welfare check on Allen.
The officers have, know his affiliation with Hope House, the relationships involved, although I will say that those relationships, we treat him no differently than we treat anyone else.
Now, Allen was not charged in that incident. Police Captain Rob Sinden says no one else was at the property at that time, and it's unclear if any Hope House clients lived there while Allen was a resident. Hope House declined an on-camera interview, and they declined to explain how long Allen had been living at the property or if he had any interaction with clients there.
All right, Keely Arthur reporting tonight. Keely, thank you.
Thank you, Keely. A building that was under construction was leveled by fire in Sauk County early this morning. Fire department crews in Lake Delton responded to the fire around 3 a.m. in the 100 block of Grand Canyon Drive after a report of a structure fire. The two-story building was under construction, so there were no residents inside and no one was hurt.
The building that you see that burned down was a building that was substantially involved and damaged, destroyed by fire. Another building next to it that's also under construction had some exterior heat damage, but not extensive.
The damage is estimated at $1.5 million.
A 5-year-old Beloit boy is recovering after accidentally shooting himself in the hand.
Police say he found a gun inside the house. Rock County reporter Adam Duxter joins us from our bureau at the Janesville Gazette with the latest on the investigation. Adam?
Well, Eric and Susan, Beloit police say it's too early to tell right now if charges will be filed in this case, but they did say they are requesting the help of Child Protective Services to help with the investigation. Around 9 p.m. last night, police say they were called for help near the 500 block of Highland Avenue on the west side of Beloit. When they arrived at the house, they say they found a 5-year-old boy who had shot himself accidentally in the hand. They said they determined he found the gun inside the home, but they said that this is something they're going to be looking closely at.
I just think it's important to remember that we don't have all the full details yet, and so our detectives are interviewing individuals and finding out what exactly happened.
Sarah Millard, who you just heard from, said something like this happening is incredibly rare, and she did say the boy has been released from the hospital and is recovering. Coming up tonight at 6, we'll hear from local gun experts, how they say this could have been avoided.
We will see then. Thank you, Adam.
And this just in from the Channel 3000 Alert Center. The Dodge County District Attorney will lead the Columbia County DA's office until that job is filled. The governor's office is actively looking for an attorney to fill the district attorney position left vacant in Columbia County. Former district attorney Tristan Egan abruptly resigned Tuesday. In her letter of resignation, she called Columbia County a, quote, toxic environment. The governor's office was expected to begin that 2-week application process today.
Students at a Rock County high school are making the pledge to be safe drivers. Today at Craig High School, students saw an It Can Wait seminar that talked about distracted driving. As a portion of the seminar, several students took part in a driving simulator that replicates the impacts of distracted driving. They say after watching this, they have a new outlook on texting and driving.
It's just never worth it to text and drive. Like, I know everybody thinks that, like, talking to their friends is the most important thing in the world on, like, Snapchat or whatever, but it's really not. Like, it can wait.
Students from Craig High School are now signing a pledge not to text while driving.
Judge Lisa Neubauer has decided against a vote recount and has conceded the race for Wisconsin Supreme Court. She reached out to her opponent and conceded to the winner, Judge Brian Hagedorn, today. The two were separated by just a half a percentage point. The Hagedorn win means the conservative majority in the court will increase to 5-2 when he begins his 10-year term in August. Conservatives will hold the majority until at least 2023.
The village of McFarland will keep its current President Brad Saboter after an unopened ballot did not change the election night outcome.
Well, the race for village president came down to one vote, or so we thought. We learned today it actually came down to two, and Rose Schmidt joins us to explain the discrepancy and what's ahead for McFarland.
That's right. Well, the village clerk says actually 2 errors were made on election night. Someone voted who was not on the poll list, and an absentee ballot went missing. And those 2 errors actually balanced out the numbers on election night, which meant officials did not notice a ballot was missing. And despite all of this, the candidates say the process was worth it to get it right.
We have closure.
After double and triple checking the results, McFarland leaders say they're finally confident with the results of the election 8 days ago.
It was quite the long process, but I think they got it right.
The municipal board of canvassers determined current village president Brad Saboter will keep his seat after opening a recently discovered absentee ballot and learning it's a vote for him, showing he won by 2 votes, not the previously thought 1 vote.
Well, we have such good things going on here in McFarland.
Saboter says his first goal in his new term is to put together a strategic planning process for McFarland after the village has undergone surveys and studies on a variety of topics.
And that was my campaign, to continue the success that we've seen over the last 6.5 years. There's still work to be done.
His challenger in the race, Carolyn Clow, says she's hoping to keep participation high in the community after 44% voter turnout.
Close school board race, close village president race brought a lot of people out, changed the discussion in the community, and really got more folks involved.
Clow believes her race was so close because the community is split pretty evenly.
So I think there's really a place where McFarland's deciding, are we ready to be starting to make some changes, or are we good just kind of hanging out where we are?
She's also calling on work to be done on Badger Books, the state's electronic poll book system, after an error occurred on election night. And as for how a ballot went missing in the first place, village officials say it's unlikely that the ballot box was stuffed, but they can't rule it out completely.
There's always the possibilities for errors, stuffed meaning fraud of those cases, but the MBOC, as part of their work, could not make a determination that that was the case. There's no evidence to suggest that was present.
Clow, the candidate who lost, has 5 days to appeal the results, but she told me she will not do so.
All right, Rose Schmidt reporting tonight. Rose, thank you.
3 months on the job, and Governor Tony Evers has a 47% job approval rating. That's according to the latest Marquette Law School poll. Overall, the poll reveals support for most of the governor's proposals, but 57% oppose his plan to raise the gas tax to pay for roads and highways. In terms of the presidential 2020 outlook, 42% say they either will definitely or probably vote to re-elect President Donald Trump. But 54% say they'll definitely or probably pick someone else.
But in terms of a purple state with enough people who can be tilted one way or another, or whose turnout can go up or down, I think we absolutely are a state that can shift from a +5 or even a +10 win for one party to a +5 or even 10 for the other party.
In picking a Democratic candidate, Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden lead the pack among 411 respondents who identify as Democrats or independents. Senator Sanders will be in Madison Friday for a 5 p.m. rally at James Madison Park.
And more local news tonight. A local transportation service is investing in solar energy for its business. Capital Express Transportation was awarded a $4,000 grant from the Madison Solar for Business program to help with the installation of a solar panel array.
Every solar installation in the city of Madison is a step towards our goal of achieving 100% renewable energy, net zero carbon emissions. Climate change is here, and it's imperative that we work together to invest in the clean energy future.
The solar panel array is a 27 kilowatt system that was installed by Full Spectrum Solar. And there's more to come on News 3 Now at 5. Up next, one person is dead after a building explosion in North Carolina. What officials say caused the blast.
The Attorney General suggests the Trump campaign may have been spied on in 2016. How lawmakers are reacting.
And marginal movement on Wall Street in midweek trading. The Dow up just 6.5. The Nasdaq jumped 55. The S&P adds 10. We'll be right back.
A gas explosion rocked Durham, North Carolina, leveling a building and killing at least one person.
Well, this deadly explosion and fire in downtown Durham happened as fire crews were evacuating the area due to a gas leak. Police say a contractor working under the sidewalk may have triggered the explosion. More than a dozen people were injured, including a Durham firefighter who has serious injuries.
Attorney General William Barr returned to Capitol Hill for a second day of questioning on the Mueller report. He told a Senate panel he plans to review the genesis and conduct of the FBI's investigation between Russia and the Trump campaign in 2016.
You're not suggesting, though, that spying occurred?
I guess you could. I think there's spying did occur.
What is the basis for reaching that conclusion?
I'm not going to discuss the basis. I'm not sure.
The Attorney General also clarified the timetable for releasing a redacted version of the Mueller report and told lawmakers he now expects it to come out next week.
And this just in from the Channel 3000 Alert Center. Wisconsin emergency management officials say a statewide tornado drill scheduled for tomorrow has now been delayed until Friday. This is because of potential for severe weather tomorrow. So the drill will include a mock tornado watch at 1 p.m. Friday, followed by a mock tornado warning at 1:45 p.m. And then they'll have the second mock warning for evening drills at 6:45 p.m.
Dana is here now with the latest on the forecast. How's it looking outside, Dana?
Right now, we just have some drizzle spots in Madison. Again, just on the phone with some folks in Janesville, and they were seeing a few more snowflakes, some flurries in that direction. But our main band of some heavy snow now really northeast of Madison and stretching up towards Minneapolis. This area expected to see the highest amount of snow accumulation tonight. I could see 3 to 6 inches north of the Dells through the rest of this evening and overnight. Now, we're not expecting to see much more slide through for Madison and south, but we might pick up just a little more accumulation for us. The center of the system well off into the plains, but as you can see, bringing snow and moisture throughout the plains in the Midwest. As it moves east, we are expecting this soggy setup to just continue overnight all day Thursday and into your Friday morning. And we may even see some stronger thunderstorms pop up tomorrow. So through the next few hours, and don't be surprised again if we have a few rain shower spots and a few flurry spots, but that main band of snow has really pushed on through for us. We're going to transition to rain overnight, that freezing line pushing just a little further north. We'll continue to see snow in northern Wisconsin, but southern Wisconsin staying just rainfall for Thursday. By Friday morning, the center of the system starts to slide right over the state. All of the rain is to the east. We may see a few wraparound flurries for early Friday morning, but most of it, again, is going to stay north of us. We will steadily start to clear and get some sunshine back in the forecast late Friday night heading into Saturday. That's when the sun will be around again. So we do have that snow right now just to the northeast of Madison. Throughout the rest of the evening, we're mostly cloudy and quite breezy outside. We may see a little mixed precipitation tonight with the chance for some rain, some sleet, some snow, but mostly leaning towards rain as our temperatures are going to stay above freezing for us overnight. Mostly cloudy to start off the day, mixed precip chance early on Thursday, and then throughout the afternoon, we're expecting some lines of heavier showers and the chance for some isolated thunderstorms mixed in there. Again, that's in the afternoon and early evening for us. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that track later in the day on Thursday. We have a marginal risk to see a severe storm pop up. So not a great chance for us. We may have some very strong wind gusts coming through with those storms by your Thursday afternoon. For Friday morning, our temperatures are in the 30s early in the day. We continue to watch that snow up to the north. There's a chance to see a flurry or two just swing south, but not really expecting much for us. And our temperatures will hold fairly steady below average for Friday, too, with that cloud deck in place. If you're north of Dane County, there is a winter weather advisory in effect for tonight. The concern, of course, are road conditions. Right now, we're not seeing a lot of accumulation on the roads around Madison, but the further north you go, the road conditions a concern, also visibility a concern with that snow coming down. Dane County south, the entire southern portion of the state actually under a wind advisory. That goes into effect at 7 o'clock tonight and lasts until tomorrow afternoon. The concern just our wind gusts getting anywhere from 30 to 40 miles per hour for some areas. Some areas may even see higher wind gusts. So this is a look at our potential wind gusts for tomorrow evening. That's when that line of thunderstorms could be sliding through. So we are expecting those windy conditions to stay with us through the afternoon and into the evening. So we do still have an alert day in the forecast for tonight. The concern that rain and snow mix, even if it's just icy in spots, that's not really great for the roads. Tomorrow our concern, the wind picking up in the afternoon and that mix early in the day. We may see some stronger thunderstorms in the afternoon. Overnight low of about 33, so hovering really close to where we're at right now. Our temperatures will be in the mid to low 30s for us overnight. With that cloudy sky, we aren't going to move around all too much. For tomorrow, temps will be in the middle 40s, so it'll be just a little bit warmer outside, but still well below average. Still a chilly day and still a very windy day for us. We do have the rain in the afternoon and also the chance for some isolated thunderstorms. Windy on Friday also, as that system, the center of it, crosses right on over to the state. We get sunshine for Saturday and Sunday morning, though our skies are going to become mostly cloudy later in the day on Sunday and bring another chance for rain for us. And we'll be keeping an eye on that. Next opportunity for a few light showers. Shouldn't be bringing nearly as much. Right now, we're going to take a look at traffic, though, of course. This is the Beltline at Whitney Way. Our traffic cameras all incredibly shaky because of the wind gusts right now. And as you can see, there's certainly moisture on the roads. That's a little concerning. The Beltline seeing delays both east and westbound. In fact, if you're on the eastbound side, the speed's down to the single digits for almost the entirety there. Westbound down into the 20s, but both sides seem to be at least moving. I do want to look up into Columbia County. There are some incidents along 39 North. We do have 39 North. It's closed beyond the exit to Cascade Mountain because of a crash. And there's also an incident there at 90 and 94 West. At the exit to 33, the right lane is blocked just before that exit. So two issues up in Columbia County along 39 and 90. Around the Janesville area, we aren't seeing any major delays right now as far as your drive times are concerned. Verona to the Beltline will take you 7 minutes, 8 minutes from Oregon to the Beltline, and Springfield to University Avenue, just about a 5-minute buzz for you this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right, thanks, Dana.
Ahead at 5, 5G is launching in big cities across the country. How it can increase phone speeds and also fast track other technology. That story next. Cell phones are about to get much faster as current 4G LTE speeds will soon get a major upgrade.
Several tech companies are releasing 5G phones in the coming months. Motorola teamed up with Verizon to have it first. The signal is carried on new, smaller towers that can fit on a light pole. 5G's ability to cut down on lag time will one day allow driverless cars to talk to each other.
The goal is to get to less than 10 milliseconds, which is almost instantaneous. So if you can get that level of information to a driverless car, for example, it could be that much more accurate and more safe.
5G networks are currently being built. Right now, it's only available in parts of Chicago and Minneapolis, but there are plans to be in 30 cities by the end of the year.
Scientists reveal the first ever real picture of a black hole. A black hole is an area of space so deep and dense that nothing, not even light, can escape its gravitational pull. Researchers discovered this black hole at the center of a galaxy called M87, approximately 55 million light years away from Earth. Its mass is about 6.5 billion times that of our sun.
Galaxy growth and black hole growth, which comes first? We're finding these really big black holes early on in the universe. How does that work?
It was Albert Einstein who first imagined the black hole's existence more than a century ago with his theory of relativity. Another check of your forecast when we return. Stay with us.
After the snow, we're going to get some rain.
Yes, a little rain, a little sleet, a little mixed bag for us heading overnight and into tomorrow morning. We still have the alert day in the forecast for tonight and tomorrow. The roads are slick, and if you are north of Madison or north of Dane County, really, there's some accumulation also. So we really could be dealing with some slippery roads throughout the rest of this evening and for tomorrow morning. Temperatures will stay pretty chilly through the rest of the week and into the weekend. We do have the chance for scattered showers and some isolated thunderstorms tomorrow. Also, a wind advisory in effect for your Thursday, as those wind gusts could get over 40 miles per hour with some of those thunderstorms sliding on through. So just keep an eye on the forecast tomorrow. Of course, you can download the weather app, and it's really easy to just get alerts if they need to be issued at any time.
All right, Dana, thank you. We'll have more updates in 30 minutes. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.